Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Record-ology. Today we're going to be talking about record albums, the old school kind. Kind of show you how that term came to be. Really quickly before, I wanted to thank folks that are starting to share, like, comment, subscribe. Also a quick note, there are a lot of people that are smarter than me when it comes to records and record collecting. And I do want to put an asterisk out and preface everything that I'm doing saying that definitely not the expert in this field, but just a hobbyist, somebody that's an amateur enjoyer of this stuff. So there are variants, you know what I mean? For instance, even 78 RPM records, certain ones are not quite at 78 RPM. They may be 77.83, and there are people that know it at that level, and I definitely want to give props to all of those folks. And there can be pitch differences when it comes to different record players, and I get that and fully accept that my equipment isn't the most accurate. But the whole point of this channel isn't to be the highest quality, the most accurate. The whole point here is to show you that you can have fun and enjoy these things with what you have available today. And you know what I mean? If you're just out there to have fun and enjoy it, then you're in the right place. Okay, so this is a record album. You've heard that term many, many times, but record albums used to be actual albums. So as you can see here, this is a really tattered one. People would buy these albums. They have paper sleeves. This one's in really horrid condition. They would actually write a list of titles in there and create an album, kind of like a photo album, and then they'd put in their own records. When you find these, it's really interesting because they're very specific to each individual collector and what interested them. So they're very custom. It's almost like a playlist. This is like the very first playlists that ever existed. So this is one that I actually found, again, going back to cheap and free ways to be in this sport. If you have any Second and Charles stores in your area, it's like a secondhand book and music store. They have a free bin out front. All of these were in the free bin, if you can believe it. And there are some gems here. So here's a Bo Diddley, and these are in condition that collectors would probably scoff at, but for what we're doing, it's just kind of fun. And it even shows the name of the old record shop that this came from. In this case, the Rhythm Record Shop on Welton Street in Denver. Again, Bo Diddley. So big name stuff in there for sure. These are some examples of some 50s era records. So these are some of the later ones. Again, very random. You don't know what you're going to get. This is the essence of archaeology. Or so every page, it's like, what do we got now? In this case, and the way I'm holding these is making people cringe, and I'm sorry. Here we go. True Love, Bing Crosby, Grace Kelly. I mean, that's a classic right there. This playing surface, as you can see, is really worn out. This thing, a lot of these older records were played on the original Victrola phonographs that used steel needles that were heavy, and the tone arms were super heavy, and they just got beat to shreds. Again, there are people that go out there and try to find pristine copies, and more power to them. But for what I'm doing here, it's just fun to find them. Here's the top. You can see it's already disconnected from this other album. Showing some of the items in this other record album. Just cool to see. And I thought you guys might like to see the origin of the record album. And again, you'll find these every once in a while. Sometimes they're on Craigslist is another good way to look at it or to look for them. And as always, happy hunting. See you guys next time.